Okay, here we are on the ramp, Amsterdam Schipol. It's a glorious day. We're going to be completing our pre-flight inspection of Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, our King Air 350. We're going to be flying out west across the channel into Goodwood, Chichester, ahead of tomorrow's HSO, Historic Sim Racing Organisation's final race for the 1954 season at Goodwood. So without much further ado, we're just looking for any physical damage, any signs of fluid leaks across the tailplane probes, ensure that they're all in good order. Check the light, housing, casing, bulbs all look good. All looks good so far. You'll also make sure we take a look under the aircraft. Again, any signs of damage, any fluid leaks, getting right down on the ground. Anti-collision beacon, the housing's fine, bulb looks fine. Whilst we're down here, let's crawl forward, knees can't take us at this age. Leading edge, the flaps, get right under the wing. Just run our hand along the hinge for the flap mechanism, make sure everything is nice and clear, no damage. Again, no signs of fluid leaks under the wing. Whilst we're down here, let's check out the undercarriage, condition of the tyres, cables and hoses connected. Again, no signs of foreign object damage. Okay, looking good. Get back up and just double check that the baggage compartment is secure. Okay, we'll just take a look along the leading edge, sorry, trailing edge of the wing, leading edge. Again, probes all in good condition, no signs of chips or damage it in any way, no cracks. Okay, just again making sure that the mechanisms all look nice and clear, no signs of damage, nothing to impede movement. Looking good. Okay, get back up. Lights, can housing, no signs of chips or cracks, no impact signs, bulbs all look good. Now the leading edge of the wing, run a hand along it, visual checks as well for any signs of damage, cracks, all looks good. Starboard engine, again, just any signs of fluid leak, physical damage, looks good. Physical and visual inspection of each of the propellers, leading, trailing edges, chips, cracks, any signs of warping or imperfection, all look fine. Yep, looking good. Intake looks clear. Equivalent of the inertial separator. Yeah, all looks good in there. Just check fuselage, nose, probes all look good. Landing taxi lights, none broken, all look good. Nose wheel, tyre, looks good condition, no signs of damage. Just continue our walk around. Okay, whilst we're down here, again, definitely no signs of leakage. Excellent. Okay, port engine, get back up. Oh. Again, physical and visual inspection of each of the propeller blades. Check the intake whilst we're here. Looks good. No signs of damage on any of the propellers. Still no signs of leakage. Check under the port wing. Looks good. Run our hands along and our eye along the leading edge. No signs of damage. Port lights, again, all look good. All the probes, so these will be like for stall. Watch ahead. Aileron mechanisms look clear, no signs of obstruction or damage. Check the trailing edge of the wing. Flaps. Look under. Looks good. Whilst we're down here, let's crawl. Okay. Port landing gear looks good. Tyres, good condition. Okay. Oh, right down to have a look up into the undercarriage bay. Okay. Pull back out. Watch my head. Okay, again, baggage compartment fastened, looking good. Excellent. Final walk around the tail. Looks good. Okay, so just going to check that apron. Have a word with our handler. Just, check how the day's going. How's the day going? Good? It's a bit warm out here, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Okay, so we'll be starting up soon. So if you could be good and just give us a thumbs up when we're clear for number 1, number 2 engine starts. And we might need a pushback, or what we'll probably do is, if there's enough clearance from the ground power car, we'll just do a left turn and then leave the ramp, join the taxiway, call delivery for clearance. Actually called deliverance for clearance before we get onto the taxiway. We might do a complete, if we've got the clearance. Yeah, anyway, see you later. If we've got the clearance, we might do a turn. No, a turn to starboard will probably clip the port wing on the cart. Anyway, so everything looks clear. We're going to go climb on board, just check the cabin, make sure everything's in order, make sure all of our passengers are okay, and then we'll get on with the pre-flight inspections. So just climb the air stairs, door open. Okay, so no extra baggage in the back, so that's good. No one snuck anything on board. All the power connectors, tables, clean, good condition. Okay, and here we are, back in the favourite cockpit in Microsoft 365, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, soon to be supplanted by Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Looking forward to that, actually. Whilst we're en route, maybe we can have a quick chat. You can add your comments and views in the comments about how you feel about 2024, and we can get the debate going. Everything looks good. I don't want to delay. We've got our flight plan filed, so let's get in the seat and start making our way through the pre-flight checks. It's a hot day, so the longer we're sitting here without AC going, the more our passengers are starting to broil back there. Okay, so let me pull up the knee board so that you can see as we go through the checks, and also you can keep track of the flight en route. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go through some of the admin. So power on, we're due off or out. Going to be a busy day at Schipol. So we're due out before I do that, actually, let's make sure we've got comms. Just move that over here a little further, a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we are due out 13:30 Zulu. Time currently is 12:43 Zulu, so we've got about 43 minutes to get do all the pre-flight checks and have power on and be ready for taxi so that we can hopefully get clearance to take off on time at 13:50 Zulu, and then we should be on at Goodwood 14:52, and then taxi in 1500. So it should be about a 1 minute, 30-minute flight, 90-minute flight, give or take. So we'll come back and we'll check all of this in a minute. 10 passengers on board. We took the whole team and family out for the race to at Zandvoort, and went quite well. Payload, we're quite heavy then. We've got 2,545 pounds. We've got 2,022 pounds of fuel on board, and we'll double check our max takeoff weight. I think we're at 14.5 something. We'll double check it to be 100% sure. We'll do the maths afterwards to deduct what we take in taxi. So, flight, what we're going to be doing today, we are going to depart from Schipol on a Falco 3 Sierra departure. This is not the right. This is not the right flight plan. So let's just double check. This is not the right briefing document. So, got to be meticulous with pre-flight checks. Can't leave anything to chance. So we're just going to So we're just going to refresh and get our latest flight plan. Just double check. Okay, that should have taken care of that. So where are we now? Okay, yeah, that's the correct flight plan. So just going to clean my VR lenses. They're a bit smeared at the moment. Excuse me, I need to sneeze. Caught me mid-sentence. Okay, so let's go through the pre-flight briefing. So we are going from this is still showing the wrong briefing. Okay. Finally, got the right briefing. Okay, so let's start again, shall we? So we will be going from Amsterdam Schipol to Goodwood. Distance is going to be about 270 nautical miles. It should be a trip time of about 1 hour 10 minutes, but it's going to be longer than that with routing and winds and all sorts of stuff. We have 2 hours 13 of fuel at takeoff, so we've got plenty of time for reserves or to get to our alternate. If we can't get into Goodwood, we'll just continue on to Halfpenny Green, Wolverhampton, my local airfields. At takeoff, we will be at about, we'll have about 1,761 pounds on board. Takeoff weight, we're going to take off, or actually sitting here right now, we have about 2,022 pounds of fuel on board. This is not our route. We're not going direct. Alternate route we'll plan as and when we're in the air. So our route for Amsterdam, we're going to have the Valco 3 Sierra instrument departure, which will take us to Idrid. We'll then get on the Mike 40 airway to Edesi, then the Papa 7 to Logan, Lima 9 A0 to Sabre, then the Mike 40 to Nylon, then Lima 610 to Gilda, and then the Lima 620 to Midhurst, and then we'll go direct to Goodwood for a overhead entry into the circuit. And we'll double check the circuit altitude. I think it's 1,200 feet. Gone through all of the briefing, but we'll just do a quick run through it whilst we're here. So we should be planning to get out. So powered on, ready to start taxiing at 13:30 Zulu. Time is currently 12:52 Zulu, so we need to get a crack on with the pre-flight. And then hoping to be off at 13:50 Zulu to get on 15:02 and then back into the parking ramp at Goodwood at 15:10. So we've got 10 passengers on board, no cargo, but our payload, is around 2,545 pounds. We have on board 2,022 pounds fuel, and we're at about we're going to be at about 14,000 Let's say it is 2061 for now. We'll come back and edit if we burn more during the taxi or we get delayed during the pre-flight. So to run again through the flight plan, we will leave Schipol. The initial altitude is 6,000. I'm going to put that in now. And then we will get up to flight level. So we'll head towards on the Valco 3 Sierra departure for noise abatement at around 2,300 feet, up to about 5,100 feet. Once we get clearance to take off and we've taken off and we're talking to tower, once we clear 2,000 feet, we should then contact approach. But we'll look at that in the departure plate in a minute. And then once we get to Valco 3 Sierra, we should be at 8,300 feet, not above, well, not below. And then we'll get up to flight level 240 for the cruise, all the way through Nogro, Luçor, Rheinis, Edesi, all the way to Logan, Jacko, Trippo, Sabre, Turco, Nylon. And then we'll get to the top of our descent and get down to flight level 223 for Gilda, and then be down at around 3,700 feet by Midhurst. Our en route winds aloft, so weather for the flight, and then information that we filed in our flight plan on VATSIM. That's the same flight plan we just went through, along with our initial flights level steps. No significant weather on airmets or sigmets or tropical cyclone sigmets for this area or volcanic ash. Nothing for us to be concerned about. Departure, currently we have winds 100 at about 3 knots. We're on the last latest. And then there's going to be variable winds from 040 to 190. And as we can see, looking out of the cockpit, it's clear and visibility is okay. QNH is 1015, so let's set that now. Actually can't need to wait until we've got power to the avionics, but we'll come back and remember that. 1015. And then we don't have ATIS or any weather for our destination, so once we get close we'll pick up the most local weather report and gauge our approach in from there. En route, if for any reason we can't go to Goodwood and we can't then go to Wolverhampton, we can go to Stansted, and we have the weather there already. So no times as said, so we've got taxiway and clearance restrictions that we need to be aware of. There's cranes erected. I think as we saw them, if you watched the last flight, you would have seen them on the final approach. There were also wind farms, at least one that was in the area. And we then have the noise abatement that we spoke about, so the instrument departure procedures we need to follow the usual or ubiquitous at the moment, details about the Ukrainian crisis, and then there are obstacles of lights, chimneys in the Amsterdam area, but we should be above them and en route. And then we have information about taxiways and the lighting for runways 36, 23. Again, there are cranes erected at 23 or on the approach to 23. And then we've got our information for push and pull. We won't need them, that's more so for the commercial flights, not general aviation. And then yeah, so that, there's also the information just down at the bottom that daily and when of parallel departures are from runways 36 and 36. Charlie in progress, that ATC will ask for the first signal waypoint that we have in our flight management system. So missed approach, we're not approaching, we're departing, so don't need to worry about that. And then again, no information for Goodwood at the moment. Okay. So again, let's take a look at a departure. That's information for Goodwood. When we get into Goodwood, runway 32, so Goodwood is outside of controlled airspace. It's directly above the Farnborough control area, which is 5,500 feet. And then we've got the QNH for Farnborough, which goes up to flight level 65. We've got the Gatwick control zone 20 nautical miles to the northeast, which we shouldn't encroach upon, and then Southampton, which is 25 nautical miles to the west. We shouldn't extend that far either. As I said, when entering the zone, we should contact Goodwood information below 3,000 feet above aerodrome level and within 10 nautical miles before entering the ATC. An overhead join is at 2,000 feet. Okay, so 2,000 feet in the circuit. Where's the circuit? The altitude, I think it's... Yeah, circuit altitude is 1,200 feet. Okay, so that's Goodwood. Let's focus on our departure. Okay, so we're here, Kilo, ramp, we're at gate 72. So there are minimum noise routings, so we've got to remain on the tower frequency until we pass 2,000 feet, then contact Schipol departure and report our altitude. And then when we change frequency from Schipol to the tower, from Schipol tower to Schipol departure, sorry, all we need to do is give them our departure, our call sign, our altitude, and the SID. And any, so it's our call sign, altitude, the SID, which is going to be a Falco 3 Sierra, and then any other altitude restrictions that we've been given from tower upon clearance. And then when we change from departure to Amsterdam radar, we just give them our call sign. Okay, so we are, to make it a little bit clearer, okay, this is hard. Okay, where? Okay, that's too difficult to see there. So I would zoom, but I can't zoom right here. So I'll do it on the, actually, do you know what? Let's do it over here. Okay, so we are here, Kilo, general aviation, and then for our departure, we are, where is it? Okay. Difficult to see. Let's see if there's an easier way to do this. Let's go go back to the flight. Let's go here. And let's go here. There we go. So there we go. So we are taking Falco 3 Sierra, you see it here. So we'll execute our takeoff immediately after receiving clearance due to converging approach and departure. We'll remain on the tower frequency as we said earlier until passing 2,000 feet, then contact departure, and then for departure instructions we should refer to 10-3. So speed maximum 250 knots below flight level 100, we won't exceed that. So we will climb on a track of 02037 until we get to our fixed where we need to be at or above 2,500 feet for noise abatement en route to Valco, then to Idrid. Okay, and let's have a look. Departure is on 121. Decimal 205. Okay, so that's that done. Let's crack on and get to pre-flight checks. So we can get power to the bird, contact delivery for our clearance, get in the air, get en route. Once we've got power to the plane, we can start using the GTN 1050 for the checklist. It's easier for me to see and keep track of rather than looking left and right here. Okay, so here we go. So the pre-flight inspection is complete. Emergency lights, you don't need them on, so they are off. The air stair door is locked and the emergency exits are unlocked. The air stair doors close. Okay, the cabin loading is complete. Seatbelts and harnesses, or my VR, our secure. Parking brake is set. Control locks are removed. Check. And then standby cross-feed flow is off. And then the auxiliary transfers are at auto. Pilot circuit breakers all in. Pilots look all in as well. And then battery bus. Off. What was that, norm? Let me have a look. Kneeboard's getting in the way. Battery bus is at norm. Okay, good. Battery bus is at norm. Gang bar is down. External power is off. Avionics master is off. Auto ignition is off. AC inverters are off. Bus vent and bus ties are at norm. Engine anti-ice, we don't need it at the moment. As we said, it's sweltering. Anti-ice actuators are at main. Starters are off. Auto feather is off. Landing gear is down and locked. Exterior lights are off. We checked the switches, and ice protection is off. Check. Prop sync is off. Power levers can come to ground idle. Check. Propeller levers going full forwards. Condition levers to cut off, they're at cut off, so I was just thinking to make sure that the audio was set because the latest Windows 10 update has reset so many settings. Okay, and then, let's see. Flaps are up, check. Friction locks are set, trims are centered. Okay, so let's set. Pitch trim, it always pitches into a descent, especially when the autopilot comes on, and it's going to do it again when I turn it on. So let's set it to take off. Double check the Aerodrome, and yaw is centered too. Okay, check. Oxyman dropout is off. Passenger oxygen can come on. Cabin pressure mode is at pressure. Rudder boost and electric trim coming on. Okay, cabin master is off. Cabin lights are as desired. Cabin accessories, we're going to leave them off at the moment. No smoking. Seatbelt sign is coming on. Vent blower is off. Just lost sight of it. Yeah. And then where do we get to? Cabin temperature. The vent blower should be at low. Yeah, it's at low. It's just here. Okay. Cabin temp is at off. Bleed air valves going to environment off. Electric heater is off. Oxygen pressure 1550 psi to 1850 psi. It's just over there behind the co-pilot yoke. Check. Alternate static air here. Normal. Co-pilot circuit breakers, check them again. They are all in. Lighting master, we don't need lights at the moment. We might do if we start getting shadows from the sun. So we'll leave them as they are. Check that the windshield wipers are off. Check. And then cockpit lighting we just looked at. Microphone sources are at norm. And then battery master can come on. Now we're going to set this to 10:15. There we go. And we can set course to 2 at 8, not until Avionics Master is on mark. So it's 237. Okay, microphone source is checked. Okay, so battery master is on. Volts. 23. Annunciators test and observed. Fuel quantities checked and balanced. Okay, so now it's time for the engine start. Turn on the beacon so that our friend out there knows. Give him a thumbs up, we're about to start. Okay, so propeller area, clear prop is clear. Let's check to make sure no one else. Got another king air over there. No one else is in the area, on the apron. Okay, so gen tires may close at night. Right starter to start. Going to watch the engine NG that it gets it above 12%. I like to wait until it gets about 20. See the right props starting to rotate. We're now at 20. Right condition lever can go to low idle. Okay, there we go. We'll watch the ITT, make sure it doesn't go above 1090. Check. We'll wait for NG to get to above 50%. Check. So we can turn off the starter. So let's check those two. Right condition lever, low idle, ITT less than 1090. Oil T's and P's are within operating margin, so good and green. Right oil pressure and fuel pressure annunciators have extinguished. Right starter, as I said, we can turn it off. Right generator, reset then on. Okay, my VR is messing around with me. Okay, right generator reset and on. Right DC generator annunciators extinguished. Check. Gen load is 10 to 50%. It's about 15 or 12%, so that's good. Right, gen volts 28. Battery amps are positive and charging. Right condition lever can go to high idle. Get off front to make sure the prop area is clear. Clear prop. One last check. Okay. Left starter to start. Again, we'll watch engine NG as it passes 12%. Prop starts turning. Get up to 20%. Left condition lever to low idle. Watch the ITT, make sure it doesn't get above 1090. Two good starts. Oil pressures and temps in the green. Wait for NG to get above 50%. We can turn the starter off. Perfect. So, left condition lever check. ITT temp check. Oil temps and pressures within limits. Left starter can come off. Check. Let's make sure left oil and fuel pressure annunciator is extinguished. Left generator, so right condition lever can go to low idle. Left generator to reset then on. Left DC generator annunciator is extinguished. Left gen loads are around 10%. Left gen volts 28. Battery amps still positive and charging. Gen ties to norm. Gen ties are at norm. Left generator hold reset. We want to see the right gen volts at 28. Yeah. Okay, and same for right. I can't really do it with this controller without messing up. So that's the engine start complete. annunciators, let's test and observe. All looks good. Time check is now 13:18. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we are at before taxi. So fire detectors, we're going to cycle and check the annunciators. Observed. Observed. Check complete. Contact ground on 121.8. I don't have avionics yet. So I will on 121.8, but I don't have avionics yet. Where do we get to? Okay, gear handle test. Observe stall warning test. Check. Gen ties open. Check. Annunciator observed. Check. Center volts match battery volts. (23) check. 23 check. Gen ties to norm. Check. Center volts 28. Check. Bus sense test. Check. Gen-tie annunciators are illuminated. Check. Bus sense reset. Check. Gen-tie annunciators extinguished. Check. Triple fed bolts 28. Check. Bleed air valves open. Check. That light there says it's scorchingly hot in the cabin at the moment, so we need to get the AC going. Pneumatic pressure in the green. Check. Temperature mode can now go to auto and we can cool down the cabin. Duct temperature as desired. Vent blower to auto. Electric heat as desired, don't need it. Cabin master can now come on. Cabin accessories as desired. Gyro section is in the green. AC inverters can now come on. AC bus annunciators extinguished. AC frequency 400 Hertz and push test for 120 volts. Check. Weather radar is off at standby. Off or standby. Set standby. Avionics master can come on. Remote compass, check it slaved and aligned. Check. Flight instruments we can set. Check. This is coming on. We're going to set 121.8 in here.
Schedule traffic, LM 600, Tango behind departing Transavia, lining up and waiting behind on battery 6 left. Schedule traffic. Alright, no problem, read back correct, report fully ready.
Okay, so flight instruments. We're
Schipol
going to check them and set.
1147, taxiing to
Let's get the
holding
flight
point
plan.
36 center.
KLM 1147, good afternoon. Please hold short Alpha 21 and then I'll give you your clearance.
Holding short Alpha 21, KLM 1147.
Okay, disconnect autopilot for now. Okay, so flight plan is in. Let's ensure we have
Schipol ground, good afternoon, KLM 1158, stand Alpha 44, Boeing 737, QNH 29907. Request departure clearance to Gothenburg. KLM 1158, good afternoon, clear to Göteborg. Spikeborg 4, Victory departure, runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 3171.
Here we go, it's going to be the 2 Sierra.
KLM 1158, can I have your read back?
Okay,
KLM
so
1147, holding short to 1.
I can now close this.
Yeah, KLM 147, then first your clearance, you're cleared to Oslo. Spikeborg 4, Victory departure, runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 3143.
Sorry, can you say again? My focus was not on the scratch pad. Please say that.
KLM 158, no problem. Clear to
So at Valco, we
Oslo.
should be at
Sierra Papa Yankee 4, Victory departure, runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60,
240.
squawk 3143.
Cleared Oslo Spikeborg for Victor departure, initial climb 60, squawk 3143, KLM 1147.
KLM 1147, read back correct, report fully ready. Correction, not fully ready, report ready for taxi.
Idrid
Okay.
240.
Alpine 12, Quebec Delta, request push start. Alpine 12, Quebec Delta, push and start approved, QNH 1015.
Push start approved, QNH 1015, Alpine 12, Quebec Delta.
Then Nogro is 240. We're all 240 from here on in.
Skipper ground, sorry for the delay, KLM 1158, departure runway 36 left, squawk 3171, Initial flight level 60, could you repeat the SID?
KLM 1158, the SID is Sierra Papa Yankee 4 Victor.
Spy 4 Victor, thank you.
KLM 1158, is that correct? Report fully ready.
And Logan is still 240. It's 240 all the way until Gilder. Okay.
KLM 1147 is fully ready.
KLM 1147, taxi holding point runway 36 left, first right on Charlie here, and then hold short of Charlie 2, because there's a correction, Charlie 3, there's an aircraft that landed on 18 right that is coming your way.
Coco, taxi right on Charlie and holding short Charlie 3, KLM 1147.
Gilder as 230, did I say? 223. And then it's 037 for Midhurst. Okay, that's the flight plan in. So let's do a few bits of admin. Turn on the the fuel sensor for the fuel planner. And it says that we were power on at 14:21 local, which is 13:21. So we're about 9 minutes ahead of our out time, which is good. Use sensor data as well for our altitude planning, and then for the trip planner as well. Okay, perfect. So that's flight plan done. We're going to set, there's Unicom set on now on COM2. We've got 6,000 set as the initial clearance. Okay. That's comms done. We're ready on comms. Gonna take a look and see what we're likely to get assigned for.
Alpine 12, Quebec Delta, request taxi. Alpine
Okay,
12, Quebec
actually, we only
Delta,
have
taxi
Schiphol.
holding point
We only
runway
have
36
ground
left, at Whiskey
online
5,
at the
cross
moment.
runway 36 cent.
Okay,
Holding point meters
so
left at Whiskey 5, cross 36 center, Alpine 12, Quebec Delta.
let's get ready to take down our clearance.
Virgin 142, are you on frequency?
Schiphol ground, Virgin 142, receiving.
Virgin 142, thank you. Welcome to Schiphol. Taxi to stand Delta 55 at Whiskey 13, cross runway 18
So
center.
we're going to expect 6,000. We're going to expect our
Taxi to
routine
stand 55,
as
Whiskey
far
13,
Val
cross runway
3
18.
Sierra. Change
Center,
if
Big Virgin 142.
anything changes.
Virgin 142, correct, but the stand is Delta 55.
We'll wait for our transponder.
Delta 55, Station 142.
And we'll wait for our frequency. We're probably not going to get on, probably going to get to go to Unicom. So let's do this.
Europa 1098, ready for push and start, stand Delta 47.
Europa 1098, push and start approved, QNH 1015.
Push start approved, QNH 1015, Europa 1098.
Okay, yeah, we're already at 1015. Schipol ground, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, parked at Kilo 72.
Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, good afternoon, Schipol ground, pass message.
Ground request clearance IFR on a Falco 3 Sierra to Goodwood, Echo Golf Hotel Romeo, as filed.
Golf Lima Victor, I don't have a flight plan for you, so okay, please file it.
Copy, we'll file it and come back on frequency.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, need to do that again. So we had filed it before and it hasn't
KLM
gone through,
1158,
so just
request
going
push
to
and
do
start,
that
stand Alpha 44.
again.
KLM
Probably during
1158,
all of the
QNH 1015, push
reboots
and
that I
start.
had to do.
KLM 1158,
So
push and start
flight
approved.
plan in.
KLM 1147,
let's
after the
hit
Virgin turned to
file
your
flight
left,
plan.
you can continue your taxi.
After the Virgin has passed, continue
Give
taxi,
it a moment to come
1147.
through. Temperature's nicely down at 21 degrees in the cabin now. We're going to change this over here to Celsius. It always changes to Fahrenheit. Ground Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor. Flight plan now filed. Should be IFR via a Falco 3 Sierra to Goodwood, Chichester, Echo Golf Romeo, Hotel Romeo.
Golf Lima Victor, it will not be the requested SIT as that is a departure from runway 24. You will depart from runway 04, so you're cleared to destination, follow to Foxtrot departure, runway 04, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 6274.
Copy 6274, clearance altitude 6000, and could you please give the SID again? Echo Lima Victor.
Golf Lima Victor, the SIT is follow to Foxtrot.
Copy. Follow to Foxtrot, runway 04, 6,000 feet, squawking 6274, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor.
Golf Lima Victor, thank you. QNH 1015, startup is approved. Report ready at Golf Delta.
1015, startup approved, and report ready at Golf Delta, Bravo Echo Lima Victor. Okay, so let's put that in. Need to change the flight. So let's change the transponder.
Virgin 142, it's just slightly more ahead and then you can turn right. Right in front of the
6274.
KLM that you can see.
Change it to on, not altitude reporting. And then we need to go in and change the flight plan. So we are now going to be coming off a instead of runway that we had 24, it's going to be runway 04.
Schipol ground, good afternoon, KLM 1778, vacated runway 36, right at Echo 1.
KLM 1778, welcome to
Let's do this
Schipol,
instead.
taxi to Charlie 16.
Charlie 16, KLM 1778, roger.
So let's see, select departure.
And ground, Europa 1098, ready for taxi.
Europa 1098, taxi to holding point runway 36 left at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
Change the runway.
Taxi 36 left via Whiskey 5, and then 36 center. Europa 1098.
Level 147, thank you for the patience. Contact Unicom on 122.8. Bye bye.
Voller to Foxtrot.
Geen probleem. Contact Unicom 122.8. Tot ziens.
Tot ziens. Alpine 12 Quebec Delta. Contact Unicom on 122.8. Bye bye.
122.8 Alpine 12 Quebec Delta.
I've
Bye bye.
got Voller 1 Romeo, 1 Sierra, 2 Victor.
Virgin 142. In order to continue taxi, please turn right on the next one, then left, and then you can go straight ahead on Alpha to Delta 55.
Okay, so that's now in. Good. Okay, so that's changed. Okay, so that's sorted. And then we're going to have to report when we get to Golf Delta. Let's take a look at the airport diagram. So let's go back. Don't want this anymore. The airport information. Okay, cool. So we have to report when we get to Golf Delta. So Golf Delta is here. Let's zoom in a bit more. Hit my keybind instead by mistake. Okay. So we have to report when we get to Golf Delta, which is over our shoulder. Okay, perfect. So it's over our shoulder. So if we turn left, 2 buildings to our left, check. So as we leave the ramp, we will turn left, and as we get to the end of that building, we need to report.
Virgin 142, do you require help with the taxi?
Then with a 04 departure, we should expect, where's 04? There's 2406. 04 is here. So we should expect that we will get taxi directions that will say from Golf Delta. I expect them to send us down to Golf Lima, Hotel,
Grond te lopen op Hotel Mike Romeo Alpha,
actually it will all be via Golf, down to Golf 5. That's what I would expect. Okay, so let's get back to the rest of the checklist.
Runway 04 is use, QNH 1015, and yeah, that's it.
Shutdown approved, runway 04, QNH 1015 in the squawk.
Ja, squawk 0060, zie dat je kan hebt.
Ah ja, ik zie hem net verkeerd staan. Dankjewel, Papa Romeo Alpha.
We've done the before taxi. Let's just go through and check it
KLM
all again.
Papa
So we
Romeo
did the fire
Alpha,
section.
report ready at Golf Delta.
Report ready at Golf Delta, Mike Romeo
We've
Alpha.
done the gear handle, we've done the stall warning, the gen
Shipol
ties,
KLM
gen
1778
tie
on blocks at Tower
enunciators,
16. Change
centre
of
volts,
frequency.
gen
Thank you very much for your
ties,
services. Bye-bye.
bus sense.
Yeah, thank you, flying to Schiphol.
We did the bus sense, we did the gen ties, triple vent, we did the bleed air valves, we did the pneumatic pressure check, we did the temperature mode, duct temp, we did the vent blower.
KLM 1158, request taxi to runway 36 left, stand Alpha 44.
So electric heater is as
Okay,
required, cabin master is
1158.
done,
Taxi point runway 36
cabin
left, Mike.
accessories are on, we
Quebec,
don't need
at Whiskey 5,
lighting.
cross runway 36 center.
Gyro section checked, AC inverters we did, AC frequency we did. Weather
KLM
radar
1158,
is off,
say again.
works at standby, avionics are on.
KLM 1158, taxi to
Compass
Holland
we've
point
checked,
runway
flight
36
instruments
left.
we've just set.
Hi Quebec, at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
We can put in our course. It's not going to be too. It's going to be 040. Okay, check. We've done our radios. We've got Unicom on standby, Unicom on standby. So we can see, so the Microsoft software tooltips are on. I put in these extra checks into the actual aircraft checklist so that I could make sure my system was configured and I wouldn't have any issues. Flight plan is in vPilot, and we've just demonstrated that it's working by doing comms. VSR is on because we can demonstrate, we can see it, and we've got the text chat from ATC. Flight controls can be checked
Papa Romeo Alpha, Golf
as
Delta.
free and correct.
Papa Romeo Alpha, would you like an
Annunciators
inspection departure?
will observe.
Yeah, hoor.
They look
Papa
fine.
Romeo Alpha, taxi to point Golf 4 runway 04.
Instrument
Golf
flags
404, Papa Romeo Alpha.
look fine. Exterior lights, we can now put the tail light on. Don't really need it, but we put it on. We'll put the recognition lights on, nav lights on, then the taxi light. Parking brake, we're going to release it and test our brakes. We're going to do our turn away from our ground handler. So let's get full left rudder in. And we're moving. Let's get the turn done so we can point our radar away from him. And bring the throttle back. Hopefully he ducks under the wing. No, straight through him. But we're going to say that he had the sense to duck because he saw that coming. Okay, so, and apply brakes. Checked. Parking brake set. So brakes checked. So we can now go to the before takeoff checklist.
KLM
We're going to do this
1158,
here,
taxi to
so that by the
runway
time we get
36
clearance
via
to taxi
Quebec,
and
cross runway 36
get into the traffic
Whiskey
flow
5.
for takeoff, we don't cause any
KLM
delays.
158, that's
So we
correct.
do the run-up test here. So the nose wheel is centered, parking brake is set. Electric trim,
Papa
we're
Romeo
actuated.
Alpha,
Let's
hold
do it
short Golf
again.
4 runway
Let's see what I
04.
mean.
Contact Unicom on
This time
12.9.
though, autopilot's put us into the climb, trying to get us up to the 6,000
Hey,
feet
Unicom,
of
up
our
to
initial
destination,
clearance.
Golf 4, dankjewel, ciao.
Okay, set. Excuse me.
Europa 1098.
Pitch strings up now. Take
Unicom
off
on
takeoff
12.8
position.
and enjoy flight.
Electric trim, we're going to cycle it.
Unicom 162.8, Europa 1098, thank you, bye.
Annunciator observed. Same for rudder boost. Annunciator observed. Fuel damper coming on. Heading bug 30 degrees left. Set, and then autopilot comes on. Observe the yoke. Want to turn on heading, Mark? Heading on. Observe the yoke. Flight director, check. Autopilot annunciators, check. Other aircraft. Ooh, it's getting pushed back. Nice. Did our guy go then? To push him? Okay. Yoke movement was observed, so flight director now can go, or the heading bug I should say, can go 30 degrees to the right.
Ground, goedemiddag. KLM 45 November, Bravo.
Observe yoke.
4 request clearance to Gdansk.
Observe flight director.
KLM 45
Check.
November, goedemiddag. I don't have a flight plan for you at the moment.
Oh dear, I will love it.
Yep, thank you.
Autopilot can be disengaged, and you would have noticed, the eagle-eyed, that the pitch went for the climb attitude again. So need to reset that. This is why checklist is so important. If A, you're not observant and don't see something that's out of configuration, or you just assume something is as you left it, inertia, all sorts of forces and just fate can change things from how you thought. So religious adherence to checklists is a must. Okay, so check. Engine anti-ice comes on.
KLM 45 November,
Annunciators
Arnhem to Victor departure, runway 36 left.
aren't
Plan level
aren't
60,
illuminated yet.
squawk
Give them a
315.
while.
Clear to Gdansk, Fighter Arnhem to
Anti-ice
Victor departure,
actuators are at
runway
main.
6
There we
left.
go.
And
Engine
we squawk
anti-ice
35
annunciators are now on.
KLM 45 November.
We're going to set it as required. We
November,
don't need it at the moment.
315 for the squawk. And please.
Outside there's
repeat
just
initial
25
plan
degrees
level
C,
60.
so we'll do it
This is
after
line
takeoff.
60, and we squawk 3151.
Engine
KLM
anti-ice as required. Power levels are at idle.
KLM 45 November, repeat correct. Report fully ready.
Auto ignition, we're going to arm it. Annunciators illuminated. Power levers coming forward to 17%. Observe the auto ignition. Extinguish. We'll see the left go first and then the right.
KLM 91 Whiskey,
Check.
you're clear to Frankfurt. Randy to Victor
Power levers
departure,
can
runway
come back
36
to
left. Initial climb
ground
level
idle.
60, squawk 1000.
And the ignition annunciators are illuminated, so auto ignition can now come off. And annunciators extinguish. Prop gov test, so we're going to hold it. Advanced throttle. Let's come off. And we'll see that the RPMs peg at 1600, release it. Okay, the release it, and it increases. Throttle's back to idle. Check. I'm going to forego the prop pitch check
Ground
because
KLM
I
45
don't
November,
have
request push and start.
KLM 45 November, QNH
throttle
1015.
module quadrant, and it's hard to do
QNH 1015.
individual
Push start.
throttle changes
45.
and use the same controller to hold the prop pitch switch in. So going to go through them. Auto feather to test. Annunciator, extinguish.
KLM 91 Whiskey,
Auto
it's
feather.
runway 36 left, runway 2 Victor is correct. Squawk 1000 and initial climb, flight level 60.
Can go back to off. There we go. Okay. That takes us to before takeoff checks, where we're going to go electric heater on. We're going to do generator loads. So electric heater on. Generator loads checked. Battery amp is still positive and charging. Exterior lights we can set for takeoff in a second. Then ice protection we can turn on. Auto ignition can go to arm. We can do this on the taxiway. So now we can call for our taxi clearance once we get up there at Gulf. Pitch, let's check it. Okay, we are good to go. So let's get back to documents. So we were 13:21 for out. Time is now 13:55. So we're just now laxed for our off. So we will probably get off at 1400 by the time we get the taxi done. That's okay. We have to go and reprogram the flight plan, check the new departure. So happy with that. So cool. So copy the clearance across. So we are on a Fowler 2 Foxtrot, runway 04, 6,000 feet, QNH 1015. And we are squawking 62. Okay, so hold at Golf Delta. Okay, so need to get ready to copy down our taxi instructions. Okay, so now parking brake can come off. Let's check pitch again because it wants to kill us all the time. We can set altitude and nav. We'll set nav, not altitude yet. Okay, so nav is set. Okay, so we can start. Look at all of those planes. A on the taxiway or the gate, and then also in the pattern. Okay. So we are going straight ahead.
Okay, now 1158, monitor unit come now on 122.8, bye bye.
You'll get to Golf.
KLM 1158, Unicom frequency. Thank you, goodbye.
We'll get to Golf Delta and hold. Golf Delta is on our right. Come on, start rolling. Okay, we're at low condition lever setting, so the roll is a bit slower. As soon as you go to high condition levers, it's going to roll at a rate of knots. Just want to make sure that this is Golf Delta. Showing up on, it's not showing up, but this is Golf Delta, right?
KLM 91 Whiskey QNH 1015, push and start approved.
This is definitely Golf Delta. Yeah, we're at Golf Delta. Okay, let's just center. Parking brake set. Get back to excuse me. Schipol ground, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, holding at Gold Delta, ready to taxi.
Golf Lima Victor, would you like an intersection departure or do you need the whole runway?
Intersection is fine, thank you. Both Bravo Echo Lima Victor.
Golf Lima Victor, then taxi to Golf 4, runway 04.
Taxi to Golf 4 for runway 04, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor. Thank you. So we're Golf 4, which is here. And then that should be enough runway for us. So let's start doing some more checks. So weather radar. So, exterior lights, we can now put on the landing or takeoff lights. Check. Ice protection, let's turn on engine anti-ice, so don't forget it. We will also put on stall warning, vents, pitot, fuel vents, pitot and prop. Check. Auto ignition, we're going to arm just in case. Auto feather, we're going to arm. Weather radar can come on. Transponder to altitude. Prop levers are fully forward. Condition levers going to high idle. Annunciators test and observe. We are good. Parking brake. Release. Okay.
Aerodrome, goedenavond. Middag. Transavia, -3 Foxtrot.
Transavia, on my screen you're Transavia 763 Foxtrot.
Golf 4, so looking out for other aircraft maneuvering.
Yeah, my
You can
mistake.
see now that we're at
Alpha
high
763 Foxtrot at
idle.
Delta 55 for the clearance to
It
Barcelona.
moves. So this is Golf 2. Just
Correctie
checking.
Girona.
Ah, ja, ik was net even snel aan het kijken of de Girona vlak bij Barcelona ligt. Maar clear to Girona. Good up to victory departure. Runway 36 left. Initial climb flight level 60.
Next will be Golf 3.
2112.
Oops, we don't need to stop.
Alpha 763 Foxtrot cleared to Girona via the good up to victory departure runway 36 left. Initial climb flight level 60 and squawk 2112.
Alpha 763 Foxtrot repeat correct. Report fully ready.
And then after this
Wilco
will be Golf
763 Foxtrot, ja, Girona ligt
4.
iets ten noorden van Barcelona.
We're really clipping along.
KLM 91 Whiskey, taxi to holding point runway 36 left, via Quebec, at Whiskey 5 cross runway 36 center.
Okay. Just going to be power levers forward. We're going to look for the AF excellent shaders and ITT conditions. This is us.
Golf Lima Victor, monitor Unicom on 1-2.8, enjoy your flight.
Unicom on 122.8, Golf Lima Victor. Thank you and good day. Okay, so we can do that now. We are cleared. And we're going to take off straight away, no messing around. So let's turn. We're going to go full power. Airspeed is alive. Track the center line. 60 knots. 70 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Autopilot on for the departure. We'll wait actually. Need to put climb, the altitude, now autopilot on. There we go. And we are now leaving Schipol traffic, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, leaving the circuit 800 feet, heading 020 on a Voller 2 Foxtrot departure. We're above 1,000 feet, flaps can come up, and time is 14:08 Zulu. So let's put that in. So it's 14:08. Okay, still going to keep an eye out for traffic. Look at it. Just look at all of those aircraft at gates, on the ramp, in the circuit. Nice. Okay, let's not get distracted. So, propeller levers, takeoff power, AF excellentiators are lit. ITT maximum 820. We're at about 900, so let's bring the propeller levers back some. We will also be able to bring throttle back to climb. There we go. Pitch check. Landing gear is up. Checked. Takeoff and taxi lights can come off. we're at approaching our initial clearance altitude. Autopilot is engaged, flaps are up, cabin altitude is set and is climbing. We are climb, power levers, ITT we checked, prop levers we checked, prop sync can come on. We've got so much sunshine in the UK, it's interfering with the LEDs. Engine instruments are checked. ITT below 820, torque in the green, prop RPMs below 1600, oil pressures and temps in the green. Exterior lights check. We don't need anti-ice, but what have we got? Checked. Turn on the strobe. Ice protection is set. Windshield anti-ice, we're going to put to normal. Check. We're going to look outside the cockpit as we approach the coast. Don't want to be heads down. There you go, got a TCAS traffic alert. Other aircraft. That's clear now. Okay. Pressure is set. Cabin pressure looking good. Next checks at 10,000 feet. Okay, so we can now go to flight plan. We can set (240) as our cruise altitude. And we can start our ascent. Now that we are up and all is good, can change back to the chart. Don't need that. Zoom out a bit. So that was our original flight plan, because we had the runway 24 departure set, whereas now we will be heading to, we're on a Vola. We can see if we can put that in actually. We're on a Vola 2 departure. Actually, change the runway first. Runway 04. With a Vola 2 Foxtrot. There you go. So now it doesn't look like we're way off track. We're right where we're supposed to be. Okay, that might well have been my best departure of the series of flights on VATSIM so far. So at the moment, all is going well. We're past 10,000 feet, so let's do our 10,000 feet checks. We can turn off the seatbelt sign and no smoking. There's no smoke on this flight anyway. Exterior lights are as required, and check that we are still climbing. Pressures, condition levers, leave them where they are. Go to the next check. And that's going to be the transition altitude. We're already through the transition altitude actually, so we can go to standard, because the transition altitude for Schipol was 6,000 feet, so the next checks will be in the cruise. So back to the flight plan. Actually, before we do, let's get a bit of trip info. So ETA is 16:24 local time, and local is currently 15:16, and it'll be another 1 hour 17 minutes. Currently our ground speed is 169 knots. We will have at least 20 minutes of reserves when we get to Goodwood. We currently can go 1 hour 40. Actually, what's we looking like? Fuel on board right now is 220 gallons. I need to convert that to work out what our takeoff weight was. True airspeed at the moment is 182 knots. Once we finish climbing, speed will come up. We're currently 140 indicated. Airspace alert. We'll get rid of that message to contact ground. So let's put nav 2 to monitor Unicon as well, just in case. Cabin temperature's now down at 20 degrees C, so that's nice. Outside is minus 14. Visibility is amazing. So yeah, so sit back, enjoy. We've got about 70 minutes left in this flight. I did say that what we'll do is come back to the conversation about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I'm actually quite excited about it. My initial instinctive reaction was, oh, that's brilliant, that's really good. I didn't even think about anything about Microsoft's commitment to continuing on a 10-year program of development for 2020. Didn't even consider that or think about that. Didn't think about whether they would continue developing 2020 or it be supported, and nothing. It was just a not visceral, but it was just an initial wow, that looks great. And it's probably because they pulled a quote-unquote blinder with the trailer. I'm assuming that the videos that we saw for the different careers that you can have aren't in-game footage. I saw one content creator's review of it, and the way they were speaking, I felt kind of gives the impression that graphically they were almost like inferring that that was in-game footage. I stand to be corrected if it is, but I don't think it is. It looked more like the hangar footage that you get in 2020. That really high 4K, if not 8K resolution, looked amazing. But when I then did start digesting the commentary on social media and then the negative reactions, I started to think, actually, yeah, let me just pause for a minute. Although Microsoft and the community of developers and publishers have demonstrated over the years their reverse compatibility support and just that commitment to continue developing and modding out the legacy titles, I did start thinking, oh, actually, yeah, where we are right now, the cockpit of the Black Square analog steam gauge King Air 350, I was like, I hope that day one of 2024, it's just compatible, that it just works seamlessly. Also, the I've got the TDS GTN 750, that too is just compatible and works out of the box in 2024. I've also got the Just Flight Piper Arrow Warrior 2, the 28 PA28 Warrior 2, same there, that it works out of the box, and I'm confident that they will, because I would just imagine that the developers have got some notice, some lead, and that they will get pre-access. They've had access probably to whether it's alpha, pre-alpha, definitely there'll be a beta, pre-beta, closed. They'll be able to develop before the game comes out, but who knows, maybe there is a bit of a lag. And then as for it being a traffic 11 o'clock high, moving away from us and in the distance, we're approaching our cruising altitude. But all of those things considered, then there's all of the other things like the other add-on mods and modules for like aerodromes and everything. I expect that there may be a lag in some of them. But as for Microsoft shifting their primary focus to that title and not the 2020 title anymore, someone else reminded me, not me directly, but they were just reminding social media, Microsoft historically have always released a new title on like a biannual or maybe even an annual cycle all the way from the 80s. So this is nothing different, nothing new. It's just possibly that either we've just not thought about it because there wasn't a 2022, and just taken Microsoft literally at their word that 2020 would have a 10-year development cycle, that there wasn't going to be a new one until 2030, and that there are still elements of 2022 that are buggy or featured that need to be tweaked and troubleshot. All of those things aside, I don't think that there should be an issue with Microsoft having a new title. I am role-playing a lot, so this flight again is the flight from Schiphol, because we had a race in the online series I'm racing in at Zandvoort, and the next race is going to be Goodwood, so I'm doing all of the flights between venues no matter how far. I actually started doing the logistics for the end of season, which will be the end of Q3 2023 and the start of Q4 2024, which is emulating the 1955 and 56 series of the World Sports Cars. It means that I've got to fly from Sicily to Tasmania, and so far that's coming out at 35 hours block time worth of flights. I've literally booked time off work to do those flights. It's going to be 4 to 7 hour flights, trip times or block times each day. Could take at least 7 days, maybe 6 days, I should say. 6 to 7 days to get there, 6 to 7 days to get back for the start of the next season race, which is, I can't remember where it is actually, but it's definitely in Europe. Previously I did the flight from Milan, from Monza to Buenos Aires, and that was about 29 hours worth of flights through the UK, all the way across the Faroe Islands, Iceland, Greenland, Canada, North America, down South America. Had to abort as far as when we got as far as Charleston and role play that we took a commercial flight because it just ran out of time. So I'm trying to plan it more. So for me, I'm role playing, creating my own rationale behind flights, and then also I'm on the waiting list for VATSIM's P1 PPLA private pilot's license, the VATSIM one. I've been on that for about a year now. Done the theory. I keep having to remind myself on the theory, but I'm hoping within the next 3, 4, maybe 6 at most months. Okay, so that's London on 127.1. Let's get ready to write down what they tell us. 127.1. And that is so you can see them in my list. Anyway.
London Control, good day, Beeline 5 Alpha X-ray 240.
Beeline 5 Alpha X-ray squawk 7101.
Squawking 710 Beeline 5 Alpha X-ray.
FedEx 8918, contact East Midlands ground 121.9er.
Right, over to ground, FedEx 8918.
Rhino 2 Delta uniform report ready for push with ground 1219.
London Control, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, flight level 240.
Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor under control, roger. Beeline 5 Alpha X-ray for Logan 2 Hotel arrival Heathrow, route direct to Sabre.
Logan 2 Hotel arrival in Heathrow, direct Sabre, Beeline 5 Alpha X-ray.
Golf Lima Victor, flyer heading of 230 degrees.
230 degrees, Echo Lima Victor.
Golf Romeo Yankee, resume mode navigation, direct Compton.
Direct Compton, Golf Romeo Yankee.
Channel 86 Echo, further climb with Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
No, 122.8, Channel 8660.
Golf Romeo Yankee, further climb Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
128, Golf Romeo Yankee, thanks, bye.
Why is it doing this? Okay. It's going to change our...
Right now, 1 Whiskey Zulu, when ready, descend flight level 200.
Just started on the set now and we'll go down to 200 right now, 1 Whiskey Zulu.
Roger.
To make sure that it was precise. I don't want to mess up anything. So he's going to give us, I'm assuming, a direct routing.
Lufthansa 1522, London Control, squawk 3563.
3563 for Lufthansa 1522. Golf Lima Victor, turn right heading 260 degrees.
260 degrees, Golf Echo Lima Victor.
Lufthansa 1522, Tebra 2 Golf arrival, descend flight level 260.
Can you say again for Lufthansa 1522?
Lufthansa 1522, Tebra 2 Golf arrival, descend flight level 260.
Terra 2 Golf arrival and flight level 260 for Lufthansa 1522.
Jet 23 Delta, when ready, descend flight level 200, level LVOS.
We're ready down to 200 level LVOS, Jet 23 Delta.
China Southern 3628, contact London Control 135.8.
China Southern 3628, confirm the frequency?
It's at 135.8.
135.8, China Southern 3628, thank you.
Beeline 5 Alpha X-ray, when ready, descend flight level 160, level Sabre.
Ready, descend 160 to be level Sabre, Beeline 5 X-ray.
Lufthansa 1522, descend flight level 200.
Flight level 200 for Lufthansa 1522.
Just need to familiarise myself with the waypoints that he might call out. So, Rhinus, Idesi, Logan. Okay.
Atlantic Control, hello again, FedEx A918, at East Midlands, hold a short 09. FedEx 918, hello, clear takeoff 09, surface wind 070 degrees 9 knots. Clear for takeoff 09, FedEx A918. Golf Lima Victor, resume our navigation, direct Logan.
Direct Logan, resume of navigation, Golf Echo Lima Victor. Thank you, good day. Sorry, not good day.
London Control, hello, Cathay 446, heading 335.
Cathay 446 under control, roger, climb, flight level 360.
Flight level 360, Cathay 446.
Right now, 1 Whiskey Zulu, flight heading 145. Right now, 1 Whiskey Zulu, flight heading 145.
145, right now, 1 Whiskey Zulu.
Right now, 1 Whiskey Zulu, descend flight level 150 to be level abeam Finma.
Descend flight level 150 to be a beam of Finma. Right now, 1 Whiskey Zulu.
Okay.
FedEx 8918, reporting passing altitude.
1.8 are set.
FedEx 8918, roger, climb now,
Car
flight
park
level
is still a bit high,
110.
so we're going to bring it
Up
back
to 110,
down.
FedEx 8918.
It's well within limits, but we're not in a hurry. Don't need to be pushing and stressing the engine. ITT is still looking really good. Auto feather can come off.
Lufthansa Lufthansa 1522, descend flight level 140 to be level by Aptum.
140 level by
Next will be the descent checks.
1522.
Everything still looks good. All the engine gauges are in the green. Oil temps and pressures are in the green. Suction, oxygen, gyro.
With 227 under control, hello, it's the Umber to Sierra departure for Southampton.
Say again, please, for with 8227.
With 227, it's the Umber to Sierra arrival for Southampton.
Umber to Sierra arrives at Southampton with 8227.
Let's bring on some cabin lighting. It's getting a bit dark in here.
FedEx 8918, climb flight level 130.
Up to 130, FedEx 8918.
Make the cabin lighting
Cathay
dim.
446, resume own navigation direct Rodol.
Excuse me, all navigation direct to Shutdown, Cathay 446.
Increase the range on the weather radar. So the
Beeline
flight-
5 Alpha X-ray, contact London Control 135.8.
London Control 135.8, Beeline 5 Alpha X-ray.
I'm going to anticipate a 135.8 call just in case.
FedEx 8918, route direct to Finma.
Direct to Finma, FedEx 8918.
FedEx 8918 is the Finma 1 Lima arrival for Stansted.
Lima 1 Lima arrival to Stansted, FedEx 8918.
Can change this back to NAV. Almost forgot to do that. You can see that we're tracking direct, or we will be tracking direct to Logan.
Tomjet 23 Delta, descend flight level
Slightly
140.
off track,
Standard 140, Tomjet,
but that's
23
because
Delta.
we were given routing instructions that took us off and cut
With
out
227, route direct Umber.
Copy direct Umber
Luso,
with 8227.
Rhines and Udesi. So just cut out all of that track.
London Control, good afternoon, Janex 69 Delta Bravo, inbound Dimley, flight level 340.
Channel 69 Delta Bravo, London Control, roger.
Okay, just cleared through some of that cloud. See the coastline
Right now,
ahead
1
of
Whiskey
us.
Zulu, resume own navigation to Bombo.
Take a look at
Navigation
our
to
plan.
Bombo, right now 1 Whiskey 0.
FedEx 8918, climb flight level
So we might
150.
need to start
Up to
descending.
150, FedEx 8918.
Right now, 1 Whiskey Zulu, contact London 135.8.
1358, right now 1 Whiskey 0, see ya.
With 227, descend flight level 360.
It's a feather 360 with 8227.
Channel 69 Delta Bravo, flight heading 290 degrees.
Heading 290 degrees, Janex 69 Delta Bravo.
Lufthansa 1522, contact London 135.8.
125.8 for Lufthansa 150.
Golf Lima Victor, descend flight level 200.
Flight level 200 for Golf Echo Lima Victor.
With 227, flight heading 265.
Heading
Descent.
265 with 8227.
And let's bring power levers back
Jet
so
23
we
Delta,
don't go
contact
speed in the
Manchester
descent.
118.575.
Descent
Manchester
checklist.
118.575.
So pressure, we need to set pressure for our destination, elevation, auto feather, arm that. Emergency lights and exterior lights is required. Going to turn on the landing lights. I'm going to put the ice lights on there.
With
It's a bit dark.
227, descend flight level 230.
altimeters. Please as they are.
230
Turn
with
on.
Extra 7.
Fasten your seatbelt signs. Check. So let's go back and find out what
102 Delta Uniform London Control, roger, clear takeoff runway 09 at 7.080 degrees 10 knots.
Clear takeoff, Golf 1, 09
109 feet. So let's set. Cabin altitude down to 100.
With that 227, descend flight level 210.
Approaching our assigned
210 with Extra 7.
flight level. Look at the place, nice and beautiful. 500 feet to go. .300 feet, start bringing power forward as autopilot starts to level us out.
With that 227, resume navigation direct Umber.
With them own navigation direct to Omba with Extra 7.
Channel 69 Delta Bravo, resume navigation direct to Baytax.
On navigation direct to Baytax, Channel 69 Delta Bravo.
Golf Lima Victor, descend flight level 180.
180 for Golf Echo Lima Victor.
London Center, good day, Turkish 7 Golf Bravo with you. Golf Bravo, London Control, hello, squawk
Bring the throttles back
6402.
again.
6402 is Turkish 7 Golf Bravo.
Hopefully ATC will give us QNH.
Turkish 7 Golf Bravo, Tosca 1 Alpha, arrival for Stansted. Tosca 1 Alpha, arrival for Turkish 7 Golf Bravo. Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform, report you passing altitude.
Passing 2,800, Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform.
Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform, roger, climb now, flight level 150.
Climb 150.
We've got about 5 miles to our next
With the 227
waypoint.
pressing back to final.
With 227, can you go back on no navigation to Umber, or do you need a heading?
300 feet to go.
With 227, the problem is I can't find this arrival route in my FMC.
Okay, roger, fly heading 245.
Sliding 245 with 227.
It's the same issue I've got with the TDS. The
FedEx 8918, contact London 135.8.
Right, over to London, 135.8, FedEx 89 exchange slot.
Cathay 446, stopping further, Model Unicom 122.8.
122.8, Cathay 446, thank you, and bye-bye.
the database is stale. It hasn't been refreshed, hence there's at least one numeral.
Golf Lima Victor, contact London 135.8.
London on 135.8, Golf Echo Lima Victor. Thank you for your service.
8918, London, roger. European 001 unable.
London Control, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, with you flight level 180.
London Control, good evening. Red Nose 1344 is with you passing 15,000 for 900,000.
Red Nose 1344, London, roger. And Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, London, roger. FedEx, sorry, there was somebody else calling me. Stuart 780 Foxtrot, was it?
Affirm.
Stuart 780 Foxtrot, climb now, flight level 110.
Climb now, flight level 110, Stuart 780 Foxtrot.
Fine, S79, my Papa expecting for an ILS approach runway 04, turn left. It's a left turn to a heading of 130 degrees, please.
Left heading 130 degrees, vectors ILS runway 04. Ryanair 79, Mike Papa.
Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu, descend flight level 80.
Down to flight level 80, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu.
FedEx 8918, descend flight level 110.
Down to 110, FedEx 8918.
Control easy 1413, descending flight level 200 now.
T1413 London, stop descent flight level 130.
Stop descent flight level 130, easy 1413.
Ryanair 2 Echo Papa, turn left heading 260 degrees, descend to altitude 4,000 feet to QNH 1013.
260 down to 4,000, QNH 1013, Ryanair 2 Echo Papa.
Panda 1522, descend flight level 100.
Good afternoon, Ryanair 40 Sound 64 Romeo at Stansted with information golf on 757-800 requesting to debrief.
Ryanair 40 will call you back.
London 3146, airborne there on the Gatwick.
Okay, and what city are you on and what altitude are you climbing to, please?
European 001 request higher correction request 10 instead of profit.
European 001, climb now, flight level 170 and continue with Unicom.
Roger that, climbing flight level 170, contacting the monitoring Unicom, wants to some waves.
London 3146, that's 5,000 feet out of Gatwick.
What city are you on, please?
London 3146, at 5,000 feet, we are Inver 1 Zulu departure.
Okay, if you read the Inver 1 Zulu departure, which you'll be expected to do next time, it stops you off initially at 3,000 due to other traffic. You must make sure that you stop at that altitude next time, please. Climb now, flight level 110.
Climbing now, 110, London of 3146, and sorry for the departure.
Kind of 7368, turn left heading 260 degrees, descend flight level 70.
Turn left heading 260, descend to flight level 70, turn left heading 368. London Control, good day, with 827,
10 straight ahead.
Time, flight level 210, heading 244.
With 227 London, roger.
I don't know why I said pretend estuary, I did not mean to say that. So.
Ryanair 79 Mike Papa, descent to altitude 4,000 feet to QNH 1013.
Descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1013, Ryanair 79 Mike Papa.
That make it 3,000.
Let's make it 3,000, Ryanair 79 Mike Papa.
Goodwood 780 Foxtrot, climb flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, speedbird 780 Foxtrot.
Ryanair 2 Echo Papa, turn right heading 050 degrees, and on that heading, correction, turn right heading 050 degrees and descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
3,000, Ryanair 2 Echo Papa.
Emirates Quebec, 2,200, climbing 3,000 over 130 departure.
Emirates 8812, continue with Unicom.
Unicom, what's this, mate? Goodbye.
Staying quiet now,
9923,
just
continue with Unicom.
listen to all the ATC,
Unicom.
get a situational awareness
Quebec,
for
London, hello, thank you.
what's going on around us.
I'll have higher 3 shortly, stand by. Roger.
And also to anticipate what
Easy 1413, expedite your descent now, please.
the next call to us might be. I've already put Unicom on standby.
Thank you, Nordic 1344, leave Timber heading 280 degrees.
Leave Timber heading 280, Nordic correction, Rednose 1344.
Ryanair 2 Echo Papa on the heading of 050 degrees, establish on the localizer for runway 08 right and then descend with the glide path.
Ryanair 2 Echo Papa, we on heading 050, we are clear from the LS 08 right, I'm sorry.
Ryanair 7 Mike Papa, correction 79 Mike Papa, taking you through the localizer to lose the height, continue descent to altitude 2,000 feet.
Descent altitude 2,000 feet, Ryanair 79 Mike Papa.
FedEx 8918, descend flight level 90.
90, FedEx 8918.
China 73628, report your heading to Gatwick Director on 126.825.
126.825, thank you, China 73628.
Easy 1413, descend flight level 100.
Standard 100, easy 1413.
Easy 1413, contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
Gatwick Director 126.825, easy 1413, thank you.
Okay.
Nordic 1344, contact Gatwick 126.825.
126.825, Rednose 1344.
Speedbird 40 Bravo, request higher.
Speedbird 40 Bravo, climb flight level 170.
170, thanks. 40 Bravo. Delta 3146, 46 wire.
Since we've got the
Son of 3146, climb flight level 150.
1501, Delta 3146.
Gatwick
Ryanair 79 Mike Papa, turn left now, heading 330, correction, turn left heading 310
our
degrees.
arrival,
Left
we
heading
might get
310
given
degrees, Ryanair 79 Mike Papa.
Speedbird 70 Mike Foxtrot, contact London
their
on
frequency to join,
127.1.
potentially.
127.1, Speedbird 70 Foxtrot, bye-bye.
Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu, continue present heading.
Continue present heading, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu.
BG78 Delta Quebec, climb now, flight level 150.
Climb now, flight level
The other reason I'm staying
150,
quiet is
78
that I
Delta Quebec.
can free up mental capacity to digest instructions, all the comms going on, stay on top of all the
From the
avionics,
1522, contact Gatwick Director on 126.825.
rather than trying to form sentences and carry trains of thought. So
Speedbird 40 Bravo, continue with
Apologies.
Unicom 122.8.
I'll want this flight to go
Speedbird 40 Bravo.
as close
With
to perfect as
2270
possible.
descent, flight level 100.
Descent flight level 100 with latitude 7.
Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu, descend flight level 70.
Down to flight level 70, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu.
Busy skies today though. Traffic 2 o'clock.
Hunter 1522, 126.825.
126.825.
We might get handed off now because I think we're possibly at the edge of London controls. Let's have a look.
Ryanair 279 Mike Papa, turn right heading 010 degrees, cleared ILS 04.
Right heading 010, cleared ILS
Shouldn't be
04,
in a line of sight
Ryanair
issue, I don't
79
think
Mike
that's
Papa.
someone's- unless that's someone
Ryanair 1
stepping on the
Whiskey Zulu,
comms.
descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Down to 301013, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu.
Sorry, I lied to you, the QNH 1014.
1014, no worries, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu.
FedEx 8918, descend flight level 80.
80 FedEx 8918.
And 2 Echo Papa, do we have landing clearance?
Contact the tower 124.225.
124.225, Ryanair 2 Echo Papa.
FedEx Charlie, very good afternoon to you, sir. Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform level 150, direct Italy 330.
Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform, London, Roger. Antonov 3148, continue with Unicom 122.8.
Unicom 122.8, Antonov 3146, unit time.
78 Delta Quebec, continue with Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
I think they're eastbound traffic, hence the Unicom calls.
Listen, Alice, Speedbird 800 Delta is passing 3000.
Speedbird 8 Tango Delta, London, Roger.
40 I'm sorry, Ryanair 2 Echo Papa, the tower isn't answering.
Okay, then runway 08 right, clear to land.
Ryanair 2 Echo Papa, clear to land, sir, it's right.
And once you're vacated, you can contact Gatwick Director on 126.825.
126.825, Ryanair 2 Echo Papa.
Ryanair 79 Mike Papa, final
Traffic,
04.
10 o'clock
Ryanair
now.
79 Mike Papa, runway 04, surface winds 080 degrees, 11 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 04, Ryanair 79 Mike Papa.
Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu, turn left heading 080 degrees, and descend, correction, just turn left heading 080 degrees.
Descend 080, correction, turn left heading 080, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu.
Golf Lima Victor, descend flight level 100.
Flight level 100 for Golf Lima Victor.
Ryanair 4 Zulu, advance to the present here. Debrief 280, flight level 170, descending 2150.
Ryanair 1 Lima Zulu, I haven't forgotten about you, I've just got other things to be doing. Sorry, Ryanair 4 Zulu, I haven't forgotten about you, I will call you back when I've got some free time. FedEx 8918, continue present heading, descend flight level 70.
Present heading 70, FedEx 8918.
Ryanair 258 London, hello, thank you. Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform, your speed now 280 knots or greater.
280 or greater, Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform.
London Control, hello, Turkish 7 Golf Bravo with you, 30 miles east of Abbott, flight level 146.
Turkish 7 Golf Bravo, roger. Ryanair 1
Steering
Whiskey Zulu, when established, low closes 04, descend to the glide path.
Fuel.
Established 04 to 7 to glide, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu.
Turkish 7 Golf Bravo, turn left heading 260 degrees, descend flight level
No
70.
smoking is checked.
260 degrees,
Minimums,
and flight level 70,
set
Turkish 7 Golf Bravo.
500 feet. It's already set on the radar altimeter. So we'll
David 8 Tango Delta, did you call?
Negative.
Were you guys call?
I just wondering whether we could just further climb by the SID. Speed by Tango Delta.
You need to check in on frequency to get that. David 8 Tango Delta, climb now, flight level 150.
Climbing 150, speed by 8 Tango Delta, thank you.
FedEx 8918, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, QNH 1014.
1014 down to 4,000, FedEx 8918.
right to left.
London Control, hello, EG77 Bravo 160.
All these messages
EG77
are
Bravo London,
as
roger,
we're
descend
going
now,
through
flight level 120.
Descent 120, EG77 Bravo.
We're still at standard QNH. We got assigned a flight level 100, not altitude. So you don't need to change altimeter. Cabin pressure's moving down nicely.
contacting London Control.
Engine gauges are all
567,
still
hello.
in the green.
Okay, not sure where you're going.
Gyro
Turn right, heading
oxygen.
360 degrees now, please, avoiding action.
Turn right 360 degrees, this is 567.
I need that now, please. Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu, runway 08 right, clear to land. Correction, runway 04, clear to land.
280 knots.
Stand by, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu, runway 04, clear to land.
Clear to land 04, Ryanair 1 Whiskey Zulu.
Ryanair 79 Mike Papa, left onto... let's just make it your first left and then stand 5-1 right.
Roger, first to the left and then can we go to 5-2 please, 5-2 right, right now 79 Mike Papa.
Sure, 5-2 right you have.
Okay, thanks.
Next, 8918, turn left heading 130 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Mr. Heading.
130 degrees, 3,000 feet.
3,130, FedEx 8918.
Easy 77 Bravo, descend flight level 100.
Descent flight level 100, EG77 Bravo.
Tango 2 Romeo Echo. Easy 567.
Easy 567.
Either my compass isn't working or that's not north. Turn right now, heading 360 degrees.
Turn right 360 degrees, easy 567.
Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform, descend flight level 80.
Descent flight level 80, Ryanair 2 Delta.
Everything looking for Romeo 64, currently on flight level 114, climbing to flight level 270.
Tango 24 Romeo Echo, roger, climb now, flight level 170.
Climbing 170.
Easy 77 Bravo, contact Gatwick 126.825.
126, 825, EG77 Bravo.
FedEx 8918, descend to altitude 2,000 feet, turn left heading 080 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 04.
Approaching our top of descent.
Down to 2,000 head, and I'm sorry, again I missed a head.
04, correction, 080 degree, heading 2,000 feet, cleared ILS 04.
Alright, 080, 2,000, cleared ILS 4, FedEx 8918.
Turkish 7 Golf Bravo, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014.
We will have no straight in, no base entry into the circuit for good.
8567, what level are you climbing
we
to?
fly overhead into the circuit 2,000
Flight
feet,
level 180.
and then circuit
You need to read the SID and follow the SID next time, please. It's got a top altitude of 6,000 feet. You cannot climb above that unless cleared by air traffic. Climb now, flight level 140.
2 deviations in this one.
Climb flight level 140, easy 560.
Under control, easy 235, whiskey, altitude 3,000 feet.
So yeah, so we'll
stand by. Where's there 227
overhead
descend flight
at
level
2,000
70.
feet. Then we can enter the circuit, which is 1,200 feet airfield
Where's there
elevation.
227 descend flight level 70.
27770 with the
Traffic down there.
FedEx 8918, runway 04, clear to land.
04, clear to land, FedEx 918.
Anyway,
981 Whiskey Zulu, standard choice.
be
Standard
conscious
choice, mate,
not
thanks, good job.
to
Pivot 8 Tango
overfly
Delta, contact London
the
127.1.
127.1, Pivot 8 Tango Delta, thank you.
Okay, LN 039, reduce speed 250 knots.
250 knots, KLM 039.
Ryanair 258, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250 knots, Ryanair 258.
Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250, most we can give you right now, so 255.
Oh, no, look at them, loads of
Telling me your
aircraft in the
737 can't go slower than 250 knots?
circuit.
Well, it can say yes, but we're on a VNAV path, so I'm going to have to alternate things, so stand by, I'll call you back.
Okay, so override the speed to reduce it to 250 knots. Was there
250, right now, 2 Delta Uniform.
Was there 227, resume air navigation, continue with Unicom 122.8.
Is there more negation going to Unicom 122.8? Thank you, bye-bye.
Golf Lima Victor, descend flight level 1, correction, descend flight level 8, sorry.
Flight level 80, Golf Lima Victor.
Ryanair 2518, descend flight level 90. Correction, descend flight level 110.
Flight level 110, Ryanair 258.
Don't overspeed
Is
the
it
airframe.
235 Whiskey, climb now, flight level 130, and turn left heading 2, correction,
Loads
turn
of
left heading
traffic.
310 degrees.
Coming off that airport. Down
Could
to
you
our
give me the
left.
altitude again, please, sorry?
Heading 310 degrees, climb flight level 130.
Then heading 310, climb altitude flight level 130, easy 225.
You can see
David
traffic
141 Mike,
at
turn
11
right heading
o'clock above the
120
glare
degrees,
shield.
climb flight level 180.
There,
120 degrees, climb
on the
flight level
final
180,
approach,
so speed of
or on the
141
approach path, I should at least say. And then those aircraft you saw departing at that one that's below us, crossing left to right.
Ryanair 40, push start approved.
You can pull power back forward. So we might get
Hello, can you maybe 701,
to descend
level
below
220.
6,500.
3 calling at once there, Scandinavian 701, Roger, and Tomjet 28 Charlie at London, hello, turn. In fact, disregard, maintain 5,000 reaching for now, I'll call you back shortly.
Maintain 5 for now, subject 2 Charlie.
Easy 567, report you're heading to London on 127.1.
You'll sit there
Easy
waiting not to
567,
step on someone
report you're
else's
heading to London on
RT,
127.1.
but then you're conscious of someone else getting in the queue
to
ahead of you,
London
so that
127.1.
etiquette's really difficult.
Ryanair 2 Delta Uniform, descend flight level 70.
But if you hear ATC give someone an instruction, you need to at least wait until they
Ryanair
respond,
258, descend flight level
not
90.
try and jump in ahead of it, because you know a response to ATC is coming.
Golf Lima Victor, turn right heading 26.
Please repeat call for Lima Victor, transmission got stemmed on.
Golf Lima Victor, turn right heading 260 degrees.
260 degrees, Golf Lima Victor. So we're already at that, so just change to heading.
If it's 986, climb now, flight level 150.
150 and 986.
Turkish 7 Golf Bravo, turn left heading 2, correction, turn left heading 180 degrees for Dog Black.
Left heading 180, Turkish 7 Golf Bravo.
Easy 235 Whiskey, contact London now on correction 132 decimal, no, I'm lying to you. Contact London 127.1 with the heading.
Contact London on 127.1 with heading, Munich 235 Whiskey.
Speedbird 141 Mike, resume navigation to Dover, Delta Victor Romeo.
And that's because ATC is trying to separate us from
28 Charlie,
traffic
turn
on
left, heading
final.
340 degrees and climb flight level 110.
110, left 340, Tom Jet 2 Charlie.
And there's traffic ahead crossing
Okay,
right to left and traffic.
Tango departing out of Gatwick,
Oh, look
land
at
1
that.
Zulu.
Easy
Got
45
traffic,
Tango
2
London,
o'clock,
Roger.
traffic, 1 o'clock.
KLM 039, descend flight level
And they're all
110.
passing either right to left traffic.
Delta 110, KLM 039.
230 high.
Ryanair 2 Delta uniform, contact Gatwick director 126.825.
Director 126, 825,
You can see them all.
Ryanair 258, descend flight level 80.
Aircraft, 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 aircraft. Busy flight.
Atlantic Control, FedEx 8918, clear 04 to the ramp via Alpha.
Roger, standard choice.
Thanks, sir. Nice work.
Turkish 7 Golf Bravo, turn right heading 360 degrees. When established, localize the runway 04, descend with the glide path.
Roger, right heading 360, descend with the glide path, Turkish 7 Golf Bravo.
Seabed 96, contact London 127.1.
127.1, bye-bye.
We're going to get direct to call.
Tomjet 28 Charlie, climb flight level 130.
130, Tom Jet 2 Charlie.
Seabed 141 Mike, further climb with Unicom 122.8.
We'll probably be to mid first.
Ryanair
Just
258,
5 miles
contact Gatwick on 126.825.
126, this is 80 file for Ryanair 258, bye-bye.
KLM 039, descend flight level 90.
Continue down to 90, KLM 039.
Easy 45 Tango, climb now flight level 130.
Climb now flight level 130, easy 45 Tango.
Tomjet 28 Charlie, turn left heading 330 degrees.
330, Tom Jet 2 Charlie.
Turkish 7 Golf Bravo, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, further with the glide path.
3,000 feet, Turkish 7 Golf Bravo.
Scandinavian 701, after Abtum, route direct Timber.
After Eptum, redirect Timber, Scandinavian 701.
Golf Lima Victor, resume your own navigation now direct to Chichester and descend to altitude 4,000 feet on QNH 1014.
1014, own altitude, own navigation to Chichester, descending 4,000, Golf Lima Victor.
Hunting, good afternoon. Are you giving clearance for Stansted?
ASA.
And London, good afternoon. Ryanair 3920 stands 21 at London Stansted. I'm a type A321 requesting IFR clearance to Sicily, please.
Ryanair 3920, roger, cleared to Sicily, Clacton 5 Sierra departure, squawk 5416.
Okay, so
Cleared on the Clacton 5 Sierra departure, squawk 5416 for Ryanair 3920.
Read that correct.
hit heading by mistake.
Tomjet 28 Charlie, report your heading to London on 127.1.
Direct Chichester now.
Or heading to London,
Descending 4,000 feet. QNH
Easy 45 Tango, turn left heading 330 degrees.
1014.
Turn left heading 330
Keeping an
degrees.
eye. Oh, look how
45 Tango.
nice that looks.
Golf Lima Victor, you're clear to leave controlled airspace by descent. You'll be leaving controlled airspace on passing 4,500 feet where my service terminates. Squawk conspicuity now.
Squawk conspicuity, own navigation below 4,500, and thank you for your service.
So stay with me for now, I'll tell you when you can change frequency.
Copy, Golf Lima Victor.
Easy 91 Whiskey Papa, climb through 2000 on the MV1 Zulu departure.
Station calling standby.
It was the change to conspicuity. Conspicuity now, not own navigation. But we're not going to get a call for direct Gatwick director, so we can put Unicom on standby. So we're at 5,500. And throttle back a little bit more as well.
Easy 91 Whiskey Papa, report your passing altitude.
Make sure we don't go above 2,000, 250 knots.
Thank you. Easy 45 Tango, report you're heading to London on 127.1.
We're 10 miles out.
127.1, we'll
So we'll do visual recce
Golf
as
Bravo,
we
runway
fly.
04, clear to land.
04 to land, 7 Golf Bravo.
Ryanair 4 Zulu, taxi second left onto Kilo,
So
holding Kilo
400
1
feet
for runway
until
04.
we will be told
Kilo 104.
we're out of controlled airspace.
Ryanair, hello, Canada, it's 2 flight level 90.
Station calling, say again.
Air Canada, 2 flight level 850.
Air Canada 8002, roger, stop descent, flight level 80 and contact Gatwick on 126.825.
We're below 4,500.
Or if you want to 6.85 Canada 80.
So we're out of controlled airspace, but we're still under ATC direction.
891 Whiskey Papa, climb now, flight level 150.
So just keeping a visual out so that I can spot the aerodrome.
KLM 039, descend flight level 80 and contact Gatwick on
Time is
126.825.
now 15:10.
Gatwick 0 and Gatwick 126.825. Thank you, sir. Great service, KLM 039.
Golf Lima Victor, my service terminates. You can free call for Chichester. Goodbye.
Service terminated for Golf Bravo, Eklima Victor, and great service. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Scandinavian 701, descend flight level 90.
Okay, London control was amazing today. I don't know how they kept on top of all of that. Okay, so we are looking good on engine and oil temps, and we're looking good on gyro, pneumatic. Okay, so 4,000 feet. We're under our own navigation, so we are pretty much, we can be VFR now. There's the airfield down to our left. So 1.5 miles. So we'll pass over, take a visual recce, orient ourselves for the arrival and not overflow the village. Okay, so 0.5 miles. Okay. So we can take autopilot off, power back. I'm going to do a right hand turn. We descend to 2,000 feet so that we can better eyeball the airfield. Just headbutt the mic. So 3,000 feet. We can put 2,000 feet in. Descend, take off, nav, and then it's just altitude. That it's holding for us. Okay, again, so continue our right turn. Should be there autopilot disconnect. Should be there on our right wing. Need to be sure not to go below 2,000 feet as we fly over the built up area, but also, okay, so there we are, runway right there. So Chichester traffic, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, entering the pattern 2,000 feet from the west. Okay, so this is runway 12, and we want runway 32. Okay, so overhead 3,000 feet. We're going to join downwind, descending into the pattern, so throttling back. Chichester traffic, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, turning downwind 1,700 feet. So continue bringing the power back. Circuit altitude is 1,200 feet. First stage flaps. And we can bring down the gear. Chichester traffic, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, turning base, runway 32. Actually, I need to cancel that call. I think I've overshot. Didn't want to okay, let's climb back up to circuit altitude. Turn. Chichester traffic, Golf Bravo Echo Lima Victor, going around. Okay. So we're back at circuit altitude. We're now flying upwind. You can turn off the master caution, it's just the altitude on that. Chichester traffic, Golf Lima Victor, turning left, crosswind, runway 32. Okay. There we are. We climbed back over 1,500 because we're going to be passing over these houses. Don't want to do that at 1,200. Not even sure we should be doing it at 1,500. Supposed to turn right to avoid overflying them on a departure. So we can sink back down to circuit level, turn left, downwind. Chichester traffic, Golf Lima Victor, turning left, downwind, runway 32. It's a grass strip, it's really hard to keep an eye out and break it up from the terrain. Just got to think about all of the buildings that are running parallel to the runway and use that as a visual reference point. Waiting for the runway threshold to hit 7 o'clock. And I'm still going to try and do a continual base to final turn. Okay. Chichester traffic, Golf Lima Victor, turning left base, runway 32. Okay, still keeping an eyeball on it. Gonna go to landing flaps. Bring the throttle back a little bit more. Gradual descent. Chichester traffic, Golf Lima Victor, turning final, runway 32. 900 feet. Keeping eyes on the runway, eyes on the prize. Watch our rate of descent. Throttle back a little bit more. Okay. Throttle back a bit more. Gonna clear the trees at the runway threshold. Okay, we're gonna go idle. Spot our landing point. Flare. Brakes and a little bit of reverse thrust just to make sure we don't run over the edge of the runway, and we're down. Take away, we'll vacate right or left. Let's have a look. We'll vacate right. Flaps can come up. Condition levers can go to low idle so we don't run across the ground like we're in a Ferrari. And time is 15:22, so it's a 15:21 in or down on. So we're 20 minutes over. I expected that. Okay. You want to clear the active runway. Landing lights can come off. Taxi lights can go on. And we will exit right. It says we're running down the runway, but we're not. Runway's off. And we can probably park here. There are no charts to show where parking is. So as it's Goodwood, I'm not gonna risk it. We're gonna say we've done our flight, we're on, and we are parking here. I'll figure out the parking proper after. So parking brake on. Time is 15:25. 15:25 in. Okay, so shutdown checklist. So landing gear, exterior lights, ice protection, prop sync, cabin altitude, so engine anti-ice can come off, auto ignition off, auto ignition and anti-ice first, exterior lights can all come off, leave the beacon on, flaps are up, you can turn the transponder to just on, cabin pressure equalized, weather radar to standby. Before we do, let's just check to see if there are any faults. None. Okay. And right engine condition, left engine condition is at 100%. Excellent. So to stand by, check. And now our parking brake is set, auto feather is off, exterior lights are as required, oxygen off, emergency lights don't need them, avionics master will leave that for now, otherwise this will shut down, AC inverters can come off, cabin master can come off, as can accessories and lights. Seatbelt sign can come off, vent blower can go back to low, temperature mode to off, aft blower to off, it's already off, electric heat to off, ITT stabilized. Let's go to flight idle on the power levers. And then condition levers to cut off. Propeller levers can come back to feather. Gang bar can come down, when we get down to 13 NG, which we are, lighting master can come off. I'll do those afterwards again because I don't want avionics to shut down the checklist. Parking brake, emergency lights can come off. Okay, so that's the checklist done. And then it's going to be battery master. Okay, so we're going to come back. Before we do that, going to get the log. Okay, check fuel. Got 98 kilograms or gallons on board. So we have timer, so we've got like block time of 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll do the avionics in a second. So debrief, that has got to have been my best flight so far this year. The approach into Chichester and the finals and stuff, probably not perfect, but it was hard to make out the airfield with it just being a grass strip, and in VR it's just wasn't as easy to see the strip and the contrast. However, from startup, going through all the procedures, nothing broke the flow, other than external to Microsoft Flight Simulator, so things like making sure that the supporting applications are all working and haven't hung or something like that, and that they're responding. And then once we got to the point where startup contacted ATC delivery for clearance, that all went fine. Taxiing all went fine. Taxi to the intersection for takeoff went fine. One thing I did forget to do was set climb on the autopilot. That's why when I initially engaged autopilot on takeoff, it didn't continue the climb. That was on me. But again, no problem. Disconnect the autopilot, manually fly the climb out. What it did do anyway is it just gave us additional airspeed. Just meant that we potentially could have encroached the noise abatement, but sorted it out quickly. So got straight back onto the instrument departure. ATC had no issues with it whatsoever. Didn't say that we were deviating from the departure. And then got into O navigation, got into our cruise profile. We had a nice little chat, and then as soon as we got into London controls zone, TMA, again stayed on top of all of our comms. The only time we missed it was I think I prematurely started to respond or get ready to respond, but instead of just resting my hand on the PTT button, I pushed it, I think, and that stamped on the last part of ATC's message. But didn't matter, just asked me to repeat it. And then even the departing from the flight plan, so fly heading X, Y, and Z, got those all down, done. The direct twos, resuming our navigation. Again, slightly premature with the squawk conspicuity now, and the once you go below 4,500 you're out of my control. And then just in my head I interpreted those two things as, and this is your handoff, and it wasn't, obviously. But again, that's no biggie. Just said, okay, oops, my bad, no problem. But I still followed the instructions. And what was good was this time in this flight, I feel for the other pilots that are having issues, because again, if you go back and you look at my playlist, you'll see I've got my pilot deviation where I was the person incurring the wrath of ATC for deviating from the terminal arrival, being in controlled airspace and not in contact with ATC. You'll see why if you go back and watch that video. I'm not going to relitigate it here, but that was a nice contrast with that much traffic. I thought that there was a lot of traffic at Schiphol or Schiphol as we were departing, and that delivery was nice and busy, but London control was busy. There was a lot going on. So to be able to stay up on top of all of that, not to get flustered, not to have a mental overload with all of the instructions, managing the avionics, managing the FMC, the GPS, staying on top of engine performance, flight profile, navigation, to get down on the ground. I'm extremely happy. This again, so I'll take down note of the areas that I can continue to improve on and will need to improve on, but that's what this is all about. Always improving, always learning. That's aviation. So thank you for coming along on the flight. Thank you for virtually keeping me company. Any comments, please stick them in the comments below. Constructive criticism welcome also. Toxic trolling, please take it somewhere else. But other than that, again, let me know how your flights on VATSIM are going. If you're venturing onto VATSIM for the first time, if you're a vet and you can give me some tips, brilliant. That'll be all welcomed, and I will see you all in the next video. Now I'm going to shut down the aircraft and go and get some lunch. But yeah, thank you very much. I will see you all in the comments. So again, first and foremost, let me turn off. I'm going to drop the gang bar, turn off the avionics. Well, as soon as I turn off the avionics, it's going to take us to the desktop anyway. So avionics. Alright, didn't do it this time. Good. Okay, so avionics done. And now let me just double check. Okay, windshield, anti-ice, looks like it's still on. Don't want that there burning up. Just check anti-ice. Done. The beacon can come off because the engine is off. So that's all electrical switches done. Just check over here. That environment off. Okay, check. Lights, check. All looks good. Throttles, ground idle. Looks good. That all looks good. You can close. DSR. Check out the cabin. Everyone looks fine. And then the gang bar can come down. So yeah, here we are. On the ground. Successful flight. Weather's clear at the moment, but forecast says it's going to rain heavily, so when we get on the track for practice it's going to be a deluge. But yeah, let's make ourselves get through the post-flight inspection. And okay, open the door, step out. Okay, so we'll open the baggage compartment so we can get the baggage. Let's do a walk around. Everything looks good. No damage visible. No signs of any fluid leaks. Tyres look good. Get right down, look up into the bay. Everything looks good up there. Also down here, my knees can't take this. No obstructions in the flap or aileron mechanisms. They all look good still. Okay, trailing edge. Oh, almost hit my head. No nicks, no scratches. Well, no nicks, no cracks. Everything looks good. As with all of the probes, they all look good. Okay, good. Lights. Okay, so housing's still, yep, fine. Run our hand along for a physical check of the leading edge. Looks good. starboard engine. Fine, no leakages. Propeller blades all look good. No signs of damage. Okay, just take a quick peek in the. Yeah, all looks good. Nose wheel, landing lights, taxi lights, all good. Tyre. Okay, all good. Oh, whilst we're down here. Okay, port engine, propeller blades, all look good. Okay, get under here. Oh, stumbled. Okay, all good. Leading edge, it's good. Port lights, good. Probes, fine. Aileron mechanism unobstructed, so no FOD on the way in. Again, no signs of leakage. Everything looks good. So let's grab the bags, head over to the clubhouse, get something to eat, start practice for this weekend's races.